And you can see it in the film. There's a big big hand mark. I was so kind of shocked, but it set me up for the right feeling for him.
In 1979, a young rising star walked onto a movie set full of hope and left a broken woman who would never speak to her co-star again. That star was Meryl Streep, and the film was Kramer versus Kramer. What happened behind the scenes of that film haunted her for decades, and the truth about what Dustin Hoffman did to her would remain hidden for nearly 40 years. When she finally spoke out in 2018, her story stunned Hollywood, revealing a dark side to an industry that worshipped realism at any cost. To understand how it came to this moment, we need to go back to where Meryl's story began. Born Mary Louise Streep on June 22, 1949 in Summit, New Jersey, she grew up in a creative household. Her mother, Mary Wilkinson Streep, was a commercial artist, and her father, Harry William Streep Jr., worked in pharmaceuticals, offering the family stability while her mother filled their home with imagination and art. Her father even gave her the nickname Meryl, a playful blend of her given names. She grew up in Basking Ridge with two younger brothers who would later become actors themselves, and her childhood was full of freedom, laughter, and creativity. At age 12, Meryl began opera lessons with one of the most respected teachers in New York, Estelle Liebling. She had an incredible voice, but her heart wasn't in opera. She wanted to feel something real, and soon learned one of her biggest lessons: to never fake emotion but to feel it deeply. Acting found her naturally, and in school plays she started disappearing into her characters, learning the power of transformation. By the time she reached high school, she had grown into a confident young woman, a cheerleader and homecoming queen, who could switch from shy to magnetic in seconds. But behind the charm was a girl studying humanity in every glance and gesture. She carried that instinct to Vassar College in 1967, initially planning to study law until a professor's offhand remark that she was too pretty for theater pushed her to prove everyone wrong. She threw herself into acting, performing in 40 plays, mastering accents and voices, and earning a reputation as a once-in-a-generation talent. Yale Drama School soon followed, where she lived on 4 hours of sleep, took on multiple roles at once, and terrified classmates like Sigourney Weaver with her intensity. By the time she graduated, Meryl had memorized over 10,000 lines of classical text and was ready for anything. Her Broadway debut came in 1975, but it was her role in 27 Wagons Full of Cotton that made critics take notice. She gained weight for the role, lived in a Southern accent for weeks, and impressed even Tennessee Williams himself. Her dedication was unmatched, and soon Hollywood called. Her first movie, Julia, was a small part, but it led to her role in The Deer Hunter, a performance born from love and loss. Her partner, actor John Cazale, was dying of cancer during filming, and Meryl stayed by his side, even paying his insurance when the studio wanted to fire him. When he died in 1978, it shattered her, but she transformed that pain into power, winning her first Emmy for Holocaust, and then stepping into Kramer versus Kramer, a film that would change her life forever. Dustin Hoffman, already a Hollywood heavyweight, came from a world of struggle and intensity. Born in 1937 to Jewish immigrants who fled persecution, he grew up feeling like an outsider, rejected by studios for being too short, too ethnic, too odd. He fought his way through rejection after rejection, sleeping in subway stations, waiting tables, and chasing the truth in every role. By the time The Graduate and Midnight Cowboy made him a star, he was known for his brutal commitment to realism. He'd stay awake for days, run miles before takes, and emotionally torture himself and others to reach authenticity. By 1978, that obsession with method acting had become dangerous, and when Kramer vs. Kramer began shooting, that darkness surfaced in full force. The production was already tense. Meryl, still grieving John Cazale's death, wanted to bring honesty to her role as Joanna, a mother torn between love and independence. Hoffman saw acting as emotional war, and he turned the set into one. During her first major scene, without warning, he slapped her across the face. The mark on her cheek was real, and it stayed in the final cut. In another scene, he hurled a real wine glass against a wall, sending shards flying into her hair. Meryl stayed in character, finishing the scene before quietly telling him, "Next time, let me know." But the cruelest moment came before the courtroom sequence, when Hoffman leaned in and whispered one word in her ear, "Kazali." He used her grief to break her. That pain you see on screen wasn't acting. It was raw, uninvited, and real. She later said she felt violated, that he had overstepped every boundary. And yet the film became a masterpiece. Kramer vs. Kramer grossed over $100 million, winning 5 Oscars including Best Actor for Hoffman and Best Supporting Actress for Streep. On stage, she thanked the director but never mentioned her co-star. Behind the applause, she carried the bruise of what it had cost her. For years, she stayed silent. She focused on her work, proving again and again that greatness doesn't need cruelty. From Sophie's Choice to The Iron Lady, from Doubt to The Devil Wears Prada, Meryl Streep built a legacy on empathy and truth, not torment. Then, in 2017, when multiple women accused Hoffman of harassment, the old memories resurfaced. And in 2018, Meryl finally spoke. She said simply, "He overstepped." That single line exposed what had long been buried, the painful truth of what women in Hollywood endured to be taken seriously. But Meryl didn't let that define her. She rose above it, turning her pain into purpose and proving that no slap, no glass, no whispered name could ever silence her. Her story is a reminder that real strength isn't about breaking others. It's about surviving and shining anyway. So if you found this story powerful, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon, because more untold Hollywood stories are coming your way.